Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Founders of Reka. This is your DM, somebody, and with a little bit of housekeeping stuff. Yeah, housekeeping on the first episode. Kind of ridiculous, but that's how it's working here. So, we're starting off, and we're really glad you guys are here. If this is the launching weekend, I can't believe you guys are here. Hoping you're enjoying the listening party. But the thing is that we have a backlog right now, just to be able to make sure if anything comes up in real life, we can keep getting these episodes to you guys. But to be able to start this off and to say thank you to you guys for being here at the beginning of this podcast, we're releasing double length episodes for the first 5 episodes. So traditionally it's going to be about an hour for every week, but for these first 5 we're going to be doing doubles. It's going to be around 2 hours or so. So I hope you guys really do enjoy that. And if any of you guys have a hard time understanding who is talking, we have a YouTube video out as well with the podcast. And if you're seeing us on YouTube, it's pretty obvious. But with that podcast, what it is on YouTube, we have it so it's split up between the 4 players and myself, and it'll light up as to who's speaking. So it's easier to tell, like, is that Nexoria or Peony or Silus or Paprika? And you're going to meet all those characters soon. It's going to be amazing. Hope you guys are looking forward to it. And yeah, if you guys can go support this any way you want to, just be able to get this out there, we'd really appreciate it because, well, we are starting a podcast and we want to be able to entertain y'all and build a good community. Speaking of community, we have a Discord. It should be on all of our social media. If you're on the YouTube, it's in the description. And if talk to B, if you know B himself, he's the runner of the Frostwalkers podcast. Amazing, go check that out as well. But he's in charge of all of our social media and stuff like that. So get a hold of him and he's able to hook you up with the Discord. It'll be great. I'll see you there. Enjoy. Hey guys, welcome to Founders of Reka, brand new podcast. I am somebody, the DM. People, say stuff.
Hi.
So much pressure.
There's pressure now.
I just dab for good luck.
Oh my god.
If you can't tell, this is what it's about gonna be like. So we have
Everyone feeling pressured and nervously dabbing.
I'm not nervous. I'm just dabbing.
okay. So
terrible.
I joined you in solidarity, V.
It's terrible.
oi. So we have in the party we have B. Say hello, B.
Hi, my name's B. I'm the DM of the Frostwalkers podcast, but that's not important right now. What's important is I'm playing a blue Dragonborn fighter named Silus.
That's how it's done, people. Shay.
Okay. Hi, I'm Shay. I normally play Rowan on the Frostwalkers podcast, but here I'm playing Peony, who is a pink Dragonborn rogue, and she's very sassy. So that'll be fun.
Felix.
What's up? I'm V. I'm playing Paprika, the artificer Halflng. And I played Sylvester once on the Frostworkers podcast because I guess that's what we're talking about.
I guess so. And Olivia.
Hi, I'm Livia. I normally play Sorry on the Frostwalkers podcast, but that's not important at all. I'm going to be playing Nexoria, the blue Tiefling. That's about it, I guess.
Actually, yours is the most relevant because you're the same class.
Tiefling monk.
Tiefling monk. They're both the
Yours
same.
is the most relevant. Yeah, yours is the most relevant.
If you were red, you'd be Tief Mom.
I would.
And I'm somebody. You're good DM, and if you can't figure out where on earth I got all these players from, wow, you have not paid attention so far. This is gonna be great.
We just piggybacked off of another cool thing, really.
Yeah, so this is something you can find links to other guys' stuff, their Frostwalker podcast, any Instagram or anything like that they do down in the description or anything like that below. If you have a hard time figuring out how stuff works without like a screen going, we have this also as a podcast, but also a YouTube video that just has it so you can see who's talking a little bit better. But I said we kind of hop into it, guys. We're going to start a little bit mid-action. You know, we're in the palace, grand old palace. Silus, you're in there today. You just were bringing in some books, some new books for the Royal Library that have been found or donated.
I'm happy.
Very excited for that. And Peony's a little curious because you're the only Dragonborn that works in the library, and he's interested in you. And in this
Romantically?
No, not so much. Not so much.
I visibly did the concerned face. I hope you know that.
He's not interested in you, but like you're not sure if he means that. Like he might be trying to just play it cool. He might be. I don't know.
You're really
I'm just the
making this
DM.
sound
I have no
like
idea.
it's romantic.
You're making this worse.
And, oi. So what just happened though was, Peony, you were just caught trying to steal some of the king's goods.
Of course I was.
And everyone, this is going to have a lot of references to media and pop culture and things of that nature. But Peony, the king is going to come up to you. And Silus, you're right there with him. It's just the three of you right now. Who do you think you are, putting your hands on my possessions?
Is he fucking Taco?
No! I'm royalty and have a lofty voice.
Yes. That's how royalty talks.
Fuck, you've already
Eat the
broken.
rich.
You've already broken me with.
With one voice. Wonderful. This is
What
going
do you
well.
think you're doing with my belongings? I'm not okay. You're stealing my dead wife's necklace that my grandmother gave to us for our wedding day.
Well,
Oof.
not
What
cool.
do you
That's
think
in character. That's in character.
Could we possibly make some kind of bargain?
Silas is giving you the look of, are you crazy?
All right, let me see if I understand this exactly. You break into my house, steal my stuff, you get caught, and now you're like, well, I have a little bit of gold. I own you. I'm royalty.
Why are we looting?
What do you think this is? A bargain market on a Saturday? No.
Silas just kind of closes the book he's been reading absentmindedly and just goes like, yeah, okay, I'm a little curious too. The fuck?
You're royalty. You have a lot of other gold. I am but a mere peasant with no gold. Please, let me have like some of your gold and I'll just give you back the most important gold. What gold do you feel the least amount of attachment to?
All right, let me play this back again for you one quick time. The necklace of my grandmother, which was an heirloom for generations,
I'll give you that one back.
given to my dead wife on our wedding day.
I'll give you that one back. Can I
That's
have
nice.
the
You
other
still
gold?
made the solid attempt, which I'll give you credit. Solid. I don't know how you got this far into the palace. I'm gonna be honest. I am quite impressed with your skills. But
I'm very
no.
small for a dragon.
Well, still, that's pretty impressive. But no. Gods, take her away.
Aw, shit.
Silas just goes, hey, in fairness, you're just being kicked out of the palace.
That's true. They could do way worse stuff to me.
They could do way worse.
Stop trying to cheer her up. She's supposed to be upset about this. Stop trying to make it a positive.
No, Your Majesty, what I'm doing here is called making sure that she doesn't go into town and start bitching.
She's going to prison, not town.
Oh, she's going to prison. Oh, yeah. See, now it sucks. I thought you were just letting her out the room. Okay.
No.
Aw, man.
No. If you don't mind, I am stressed out. That's it. It's time for my lunch. Where is that cook's guild? I believe there was someone that had to make me a meal today. Who was it?
I swear to God, the second that they, take me out of the door, I'm like, aw, man, guess I've been caught. The second I get out the door, I'm stabbing both of these guards.
Oh, my God.
You really want to try for that? And I didn't
Please
say there was 2 guards.
You're raising your sentence from theft to murder.
Yeah.
Also, the prison is in the palace, it's in the dungeon underneath. So
Okay, I just got the sense that maybe these people were not, the smartest, most competent guards. But
no, this is the royal guard because you were in the middle of the palace,
Okay.
upstairs.
If they're really good at their job, I'll just not do anything.
Okay, but nope. Gonna have lunch, and I believe Paprika cooked for me today. Isn't that right? That new cook girl.
Yeah, yes, that's me at your service.
All right, that's delightful. Please, bring me my food. I beg of you.
Okay, here we have beautiful
What the hell is that crap?
with with seafood and other, earthen little vegetables like yam.
Yam's a vegetable?
Yes, you can't prove otherwise.
All right.
Silus shrugs. It's just like, I mean, I don't know.
In the comments below, is a yam a vegetable?
Okay.
No.
Peony peeks through the door. You have books, Silus. I thought you would know this.
He closed the book. I have more important things to read about than the classifications of vegetable, fruit, and other associated food products.
I imagine that like a guard just like grabs me and pulls him back like through the doorway.
Can I have my lunch, please? I beg of you. It's been a stressful morning.
Serve it up in a nice bowl, and then she's just gonna whisk it a little bit just to make it nice and steamy, and just give it to the king.
Steamy ass yams.
I do appreciate that.
It's bouillabaisse, excuse me.
What?
Bouillabaisse!
What?
Uncultured swine.
What is it? I have never.
Are you saying this to the king or to me as an idiot?
It's a type of soup. It's a type of soup.
Okay.
I've never had it before.
I'm saying that to somebody, not the king.
She's
not saying.
Well, thank you so much. And he takes the bowl and he has a big old bite of it, big old gulp of it, whatever you said. In all honesty, I can't keep up with you anymore. Thank you so much. Oh my! What on earth is that?
It's mussels, yams, potatoes, and hagfish.
I want to see if. Hang on. I'm gonna be sick. What did you just try to do to me?
The skin is high in vitamins, but it is kind of negative on your gastrointestinal system.
What is this?
It's hagfish. It's delicious.
Is it poisonous?
No,
I'm pretty sure that was poisonous.
I would never.
I have trusted this guild for years, and then you show up, you tiny little halfling.
That's
that was almost racist.
And you just show up with this poisonous dish, and you tried to kill me.
It's soup, sir.
A poisonous soup. God.
It's not poisonous. It's hagfish.
If it was poisonous, you'd be dead right now.
Who was that? Was that
back in.
Peony somehow magically still in the room?
She keeps poking her head through the door.
She keeps asking the guards, like, "Hey, can I just run back there real quick? I have this like omniscient sense that something just happened. I need to make a comment."
No, we're standing out the door. The guards have me right outside the door, and every so often I can hear what you're saying. So every so often I just peek my head in, make a comment, and then they pull me back.
All right. I spat it out. I mean, I tasted the poison.
It's not.
This is. Guards, you have another one.
No, Christ.
I swear, I'm sorry.
This is absolutely ridiculous. My lunch is ruined. Someone tried to steal my grandmother's locket. I can't handle this anymore. I need some time. Silus, I'm curious about you.
My disappointment is immeasurable. My day is ruined.
I am so done with this. Silus, my boy, please just come here. I'm distressed and I need friendship.
He walks up, still reading a book, just like, sorry, I kind of blanked out for the last 10 minutes. What's going on?
Silus.
Yeah.
Wait, you blanked out? Really?
It was a really interesting book.
I get that, but I made like a really good scene. I feel like I did really good there.
No, I mean, B understands what's happening. Silus is just reading, and he made witty comments on the occasion. Yeah.
No, this is the king talking to Silus.
Oh, yeah. He's like, shit, man. Like, it's just a good book. You should read it. He just hands him the book. It's a good book.
I don't read. People read to me. This is ridiculous.
Okay, I can read it to you if you want. Here, let me.
We are not spending the next 2 hours of this podcast with you making up a book.
He knows he's in a podcast. Oh my god.
No.
Hey, okay, so what's House of Leaves?
Silus, my boy, I'm quite ticked off right now. Please don't.
You really don't want to read House of Leaves? I promise it's only a little disorienting.
Silus! My boy!
My boy.
All right, it's your loss. Really
Do you
good
think I
book.
was a little bit too harsh?
I mean, what are you doing to them? You kind of just told them to take them away. I kind of assumed you just booted them out the door and they're free to go.
No, they're going to prison.
Oh, I mean, prison might be harsh for the cook chick. I don't know how poisonous hagfish is, but I could do some research before the trial.
Silas, you're supposed to be affirming my actions. What are you doing?
Trial? What kind of trial?
I don't know. Do you want me to research hagfish poison? I could do that.
Silas, you are aggravating me to no end.
I'm a researcher, Your Highness. I validate.
Did you just raise your voice to me when I'm ticked off? Are you an actual idiot? I don't need a good reason to send you down there. You know this, right?
I mean, it's preferred, but I guess you're right. Having a good reason is preferable.
What? Do you think I don't have a good reason?
I mean, I'm not saying you don't. You said your exact words to me were you don't need a reason. And I said, yes, but an exact reason is preferable.
For the time being, Silas, you're gonna go down there with them.
Fine.
I hope you'll be back soon. For a little bit, like just for you to cool down, for me to cool down. Everything should be all right.
Okay.
A little bit of time.
Fish that's high in potassium.
Can I bring House of Leaves?
I don't give a rip. Go for it.
Neat.
Knock yourself out.
He grabs his book, flips it over. It's just like, this is the part where I have to read the book inverted. I'm not joking. This is a real book that exists and has to be read inverted at some points.
It's cool.
All
I'm
right,
looking
this
up
is
facts about
fascinating.
hagfish right now.
I like hagfish. They're great.
They're not poisonous.
They're not.
They
Of course,
do
they're not poisonous.
But they do.
No, they're not.
They
But-
do emit a slime that can choke you.
Slime, you say?
But
They're hagfish are super slimy. It's
Okay,
disgusting.
I'm taking notes for Connie. Anyway.
is you guys discussing what just happened in the prison cell?
Yeah.
All right, we need to make our case good. Let's say it's maybe the next day, next morning, somewhere around like maybe 10 a.m., somewhere around there. And the three of you are all called right back up. There's multiple guards. Like it's the courtroom basically, and obviously the king is the judge. There's not.
Silus is still reading the same book.
It's his third time through. Since yesterday.
Yeah.
There's
It's a
not
good
like
book.
I want to describe this like room a little bit to you. There's not like commoners sitting in the back or even nobles. It's just the king, the three of you on trial, and there's guards stationed around the room in case you guys do anything. Like,
well, this just feels unfair.
Think of like armor, spear, shields, just kind of ready just in case something happens. Then behind the king, there is about 6 wizards, kind of like in case anything happens, they're going to try to shut things down a bit. Alrighty, well, I think we need to discuss what on earth happened yesterday. I just do not believe that anyone would just barge into this place and try to steal my grandmother's locket. Someone would walk in here with confidence and poison my meal, and that someone would have the audacity to argue with me. The fact that anyone would barge in randomly like that is audacious, rude, and cruel.
In fairness, Your Highness, you did ask me to talk to you.
You're just supposed to agree.
Excuse me.
Ah, shit.
What?
Excuse me.
Yes, go. Do it
I
again.
have
Do it
come
again.
to defeat you.
Yep.
It is
Silus
my
closes his book. Oh,
Yep,
God.
your destiny. Yep. You forgot to say your name and where you're from again.
Oh, of course. I apologize. I am Nexoria of Silverreach, and I will defeat you and take over your kingdom and end your reign of tyranny.
Yes. It's nice to see you again, Nexoria. How long has it been? About 24 hours?
I was here yesterday morning.
Yep, about the same time.
The
And the
cook
day
didn't
before that.
laugh.
And the day before that.
I was also here last evening.
Yep.
But the door was closed.
Ah, okay. Well,
I thought it would be rude if I came in.
But the door was closed this time.
I remember you. I saw you when I was trying to steal the family jewels last week. What's up?
No one.
No.
I am so frustrated. Peony, no one touches my family jewels.
Excuse me, King. Are you employing dragons now? Because that gives me a better reason to defeat you.
I need to just make it very, very clear to you. First of all, they are Dragonborns.
Close enough.
At least he's not. Oh, that's real racist.
Yeah.
They both start
I'm
with dragon.
I'm offended.
They're just Dragonborns. Yes, they are descendants of dragons, I guess you would say, but they're not dragons. Second, they're not they're on trial. What are you doing here? Right,
This
right.
is what we
defeat
should be
me,
having
all
the
that.
trial about. I feel discriminated against.
I'm
I
sorry.
shall end the discrimination.
But you were the one who. You know what?
Nexoria, I believe I'm doing a great job. I'm gonna be honest. Like, yes, sometimes people try to kill me. It happens.
You're
You're the
terrible.
main one. You show up every day for the past couple of years.
Silence just goes at the
chaos.
same time, in the same way, and each time all I have to tell you is go home, and you do it.
Nexoria,
Yes?
I have two things to say to you. First of all, I'm just curious. How's the monastery?
It is well, sir.
All right, thank
Although-
you. I haven't made it up there in a little while. I'm glad to hear that they're doing all right.
Although someone has a cold, and we're not sure who, but we just hear
The
sneezing.
amount of detail you give is both commendable and annoying.
Someone keeps sneezing, but we don't know who.
Holy crap! That was supposed to be a sign for you to stop.
Everybody just give him some tea.
Nexoria, darling, come on up here. Come on, please come up here. Just if you
Okay.
can stand in line with the other three of them, just so you're a little bit closer, please. I don't want to yell as much, please.
All right.
The
That's
four of you are on trial for ticking me off.
Silence just grabs a drink and just kind of like just drinks it slightly. Yeah, that tracks.
Now, I'm going to explain things to you a little bit. Something a little interesting about Silverreach here. Now, you guys all know how magic is a little bit rare. It's pretty uncommon to find someone that's able. Well, the reason for that is in the center of this grand continent is a mountain, and there was a being that lived in that mountain.
And then he fell and joined the underground? I'm sorry.
No, you jackwagon, let me speak.
Sorry,
Rude.
it just feels like a fairy tale.
That laugh was in character.
Who metaphorically reached up to the weave that provides magic for all beings and grabbed it and pulled it down to himself.
Seems like a
Part of the
selfish
trial.
bitch.
Could you
Someone
say
describe
he
it as he
snatched
snatched
the
the weave. So once he snatched that weave, though, there was more magical power.
That was
Why
the
are you all laughing at me?
That was the whitest thing I've ever heard.
I was actually drinking water, and I actually almost did a spit take on my dice.
Nice. Well, he gained more magical powers, but out here it's a little bit more rare. So, when someone does something magical, most people don't think about it. Little bit of history for you all. That being is still in that mountain, even though it's been several hundred years.
Where are you going with this?
The Lich of Eternal Suffering is still there. And he demands a sacrifice every few months. And, well,
that's where
me
you're
and the
going
other
with this.
4 kingdoms have decided to take turns. And we have to send so many people every couple months. And, well, thank you, Nexoria, because frankly, I didn't feel like sending one of my gods. Thank you so much for showing up today. You guys are all going to be sent there, but the only issue is, how on earth are we going to make it so it seems like you deserve that you guys would be banished or beheaded or something to describe why you're no longer around? Wizards? And you see the 4 of them.
Wizards?
Also,
You see the
who
4
is,
of them.
like, who is drinking tea? Because I hear slurping, and I
It's Silus.
I like to imagine that someone is actually drinking tea.
It's
during
Silas.
This whole
Silas is
encounter.
Silas
drinking
is
water.
The 3 of you are standing there, like, freaking out at this, and Silas is, like, sitting down, drinking tea, like, I saw it in a book once. Didn't know if it was fantasy or nonfiction, but
Now we know.
now I got my answer. Thank you.
Silas is
What
used
a
to his royal
power
assholes
move.
bullshit.
What a power move.
But, Wizards, and the 4 of them all polymorph to look like the 4 of you. If you 4 wouldn't mind going out to maybe stealing some things, maybe killing a couple of random people, I'd really appreciate it.
No!
That is
That's
framing
real.
101!
I'm not strong enough to hold a knife.
I steal lots of shit, but I've never killed anyone.
Well, you're going to be stealing some stuff.
Silus looks over at you. You've never killed someone? Shit. Okay.
No.
Silus apparently has killed many people. He will be going to kill.
No. Okay. Real talk. I thought that you were done a lot fucking worse than.
But
No.
I
I've
hope
never
you guys
killed
all
anybody.
enjoy your little trip.
I don't do anything illegal.
You tried to poison me, Dagnabbit.
It's hagfish. It's healthy.
Whatever. Wizards?
I get the sense that we would have been sent anyway, even if we didn't do this. So, like, at this point, I'm kind of chill.
Well, it's the reason you 4 got sent, not just random guards, but
I want to go home.
wizards? And the other 2 wizards kind of like come up near you. It's like, oh, you will be going to a home. It's just a new home, and you probably won't get to be there for long. And he thinks that when he claps, the spell will go off, but it wasn't ready yet. And like maybe 15 seconds later, 20 seconds later, he's like, well, that was supposed to. And then you get transported. So to give you a little bit of like behind the scenes, like that wizard was like, that the king was like, you guys are supposed to have that happen when I clap. We've rehearsed this like countless times. Come on. I've never once gotten it right. Like, you guys have to be like, sir, it takes a little longer to get the spell right. But my moment! And you guys are whisked away to the inside of a cave, and you find yourself in a little bit of an interesting predicament. Because you get there, everything seems pretty normal. It's just like a big old cave and stuff like that. And there's like sections that are kind of carved out of the walls.
I see.
And it's like a perfect sphere, like that's carved out of that part of the wall.
Mhm.
And there's multiple of them, but there's one massive one in the back part of the room.
I
And
found a
there's
dice tray.
There's no lich or anything else here. It's just this big old room. And you're in this room, and there's 2 different ways out of here. A path to the left and a path to the right. You guys are basically in a dungeon right now.
Is it like a rocky dungeon?
Yeah, like it's for the sake of like functionality, imagine like a stone underground dungeon, but like the way it looks, it's cave systems and things of that nature.
Are there any like loose
Caves
rocks?
and crevices.
I mean, there's some loose stuff around, and like boulders are on all around. There's rocks spread out, stalagmites, stalactites. Do you guys want to like investigate, look around maybe, or?
She just wants to take like the nearest little pebble. She's gonna like look at it and be like, "It's my rock," and then she's going to make it like shine with light.
Okay, like actual light source. Okay.
Yeah.
Silus looks over. Serious question: did Silus's tea make the trip? Does he have
His team made the trip. Unfortunately, the chair he was in did not, so he just fell and spilled it on himself a little bit. But he did manage to catch most of the tea, like just a little bit of dribble.
Okay. He's
I
still
should also
sipping
make
it.
it clear, all your guys' equipment and stuff was transported with you.
Yeah.
So
That was nice of them.
it's
Silus looks over to Peony and just goes, "Well, another fine mess you've gotten us into."
Hey, I was just a part of this.
But all right, so you guys have a room on the left and on the right. Where do you want to go?
Good adventurers always go left.
Always go left.
Is that a thing? Silus
Yes.
actually looks over and asks, "Is that a thing?"
Yeah,
I don't know.
mean, where I'm from.
Shit.
To the left we shall go. Lead
I'm
on.
fine. I'm fine with left. I guess the vote is left anyway. I was gonna be democratic about it, but then
All right.
To
You
the
guys-
left.
You guys walk into this
everything you
room.
want
and,
in a
like,
box to the left.
you guys walk down this little thin like corridor, opens up into a larger room, and there's these small sphere carvings into the stone here again. Like, it's perfect. There's no like cracks in it. It's perfectly carved out. But there's a lot of like old dried blood all over the room, floor, walls. A little bit is on the ceiling.
As a boy who's read things, learned shit, do the circles look like anything? Are they peering out of the runes?
Oh,
Is there
no.
any?
It's just
Could I-
perfectly carved into it. It's not. It doesn't look like anything too special, but it almost looked like it was like snatched out almost.
Okay, so
But
like
there's no rubble
rolling.
around it.
So like rolling investigation would be pointless. That's what I'm
I mean-
asking. Can I roll investigation?
I mean, I'm not going to say no.
Cool. 17.
Yeah, you look at it and you can see there's like traces of almost like liquid around it a little bit. It looks like it looks as if when this blood got all sprung around the room, this liquid that's next to it, it's not blood. But it's drying up pretty bad, and it looks like you can kind of tell with a 17 that like these happened at the same time. Around the same time. Like within at least a day.
He's reading. He adjusts his glasses and just goes, so there's blood in something, and depending on your mantras, that could be water, that could be whatever you'd like it to be, but it happened recently after. I fear we're dealing out of character. I was going to make the joke. I fear we're dealing with the cult of Rakdos, but
Do I still
Alright.
have my knife?
So you guys are either able to move forward or to the right. Or you can go back if you want to, but that's all that there's really is in this room. Is kind of like it's quiet, but what do you
Okay.
want to do?
Do I still have my knife?
You have all your equipment.
Okay. I'm surprised they didn't take my knife away when I was in prison.
yeah, they
I
were
kinda
kind of
forgot-
bad at their job. Yeah.
All
It's
right, here,
true.
let me
I have so many weapons on me.
retcon this a little bit. You were given your weapons to be transported because the Lich likes a fight.
Ah, that makes-
Oh.
Transportated?
Transportated.
that's the new word. For some reason,
Transfuriation happened, and
Okay.
Transportated.
got sent to that room. Peony, take 9 points of damage. No.
So I have a thing. I have 10 torches. I'm gonna light one of them, and I'm just gonna actually question: is there enough light to see? And like, is it illuminated at all, or should I carry the
It's-
torch with me?
You should have a torch with you. I was thinking like because Paprika had the stone that had light on it.
That was the same deal. Okay.
Yeah.
It is much weaker. It is much weaker than a torch.
Oh,
Okay, so yeah, I'll light one, then I'll light a second one and dig it into. Oh, the floor is like. Is it like a dirt floor? Could I stick something in it?
I mean, it's stone, but you see a few cracks, so you can wedge it in
Okay.
there.
I'm gonna stick my second one. I have 8 now because I have one that I'm holding, and I'm just like, so that way we know we've been here.
Yeah.
Alright.
Also, remember, like, Silus. Does Silus have fire? He's a blue dragon.
Lightning.
That's electricity. Yeah,
Okay, electricity. Peony has fire,
but I have
so
a
she
tinder
can
box.
she can
Yeah.
she can help him light some torches.
Well, I have a tinder box, so that just that assumedly lights torches for me.
But you also have a dragon. So much cooler. Peony wants to be useful.
Exactly.
I don't think they can make fire at will, can they?
No, it
It's
would be
like-
it's an action, and it would have
Oh,
to
it
recharge
is?
for a long rest.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
I didn't know that. Never mind.
but if you want to
The
waste
first-
it on that, I'm like,
No. This is the first dragon character I've played. I didn't know that.
So
Yep,
Silas
no.
just digs it into the floor and just goes, so that way we know we've been here. All right,
think
so
that-
what's our next?
I think the
What's our
blood
next
would
move?
tip us off that we've.
I
been
know,
here
but
before.
it's better safe than sorry. There might be a lot of rooms with blood.
well,
You're right.
your options are you can either go back to that starting room, you can go forward, or you can go towards your right. You see 2 little caves going that way. And before you pick or anything, I want stealth rolls.
Shit.
I do still kind of want to figure out what the other liquid was that wasn't blood.
You can roll investigation after.
Okay.
Time to roll my stealth. Nice. 16.
Oh no, my dice
Uh-oh.
Okay.
was off the table.
16
This is-
tons of hard lead.
That's a
Was
16.
that with Silas's disadvantage from chainmail?
Oh shit! I forgot that chainmail was the plan. See, I'm so used to being loosey goosey with like chainmail stealth rolls and shit like that. Forgot about that. 13.
Hey, still pretty good.
That's 15.
I got a 16.
I got a 15.
Shay,
I
what'd you get?
I got a 9. I'm a rogue. I'm supposed to be good at this. I have a +4.
I also
the
have a
gold
+4.
jingling
You're
in
not
my
a very good
pockets.
rogue.
All right. So, where do you want to go? Do you want to go forward, to the right, or back?
Nexoria looks around the room.
Oh,
And-
and Shay, you can do that roll now.
She
Oh, the investigation.
Yeah.
Okay.
but
pulls out her sword and confidently marches forward.
Straight forward.
Forward we go, comrades.
I'm gonna stay in this
With
room,
destiny and glory.
and I'm just gonna
For
kind
our
of
steps.
sense around to see if I can sort of tell if there's any sort of like air current coming from any of the paths.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
Nexoria continues.
Hey, are we splitting the party this early?
Nexoria is.
Trying.
It's been
She's not
35
trying.
minutes, darn it.
The party versus Nexoria. I wouldn't call that.
She realizes you're not following her and runs back. Comrades, this way.
I said march forward.
Can you wait? Can you wait a second, please? I'm
So,
looking for something.
to deal with Paprika first, you can't feel any wind coming from anywhere right now. Your general impression is you're too deep in the cave to feel anything.
That's not concerning.
Shay, how'd that investigation roll go?
I got a 17.
Nice.
It's bluish clear, and it's a little oozy.
It's Gak.
Oi, okay. But that's all you get. You don't really, you can't define it necessarily.
I got a 17.
Well, I'm
Okay.
saying you don't know the name for this thing, but what you
Okay.
understand is this clearish blue kind of liquid. It's almost reminding you of ooze or something along those lines.
Okay.
It's been 17. It's been so many years since I've heard someone make a Gak joke. That caught me off guard.
Would
Well.
Paprika know what this is?
It's Gak.
Guys, it's Gak. Yeah, no. What else could it be?
Floam.
Don't mind me. I have to go change everything now because this is Gak. Thanks for listening to the first podcast. The DM was broken. It has to go fix things now. No. You all can look at it, but you're not entirely sure what it is. It's something none of you have really seen before. You kind of, with a 17, I'll say that includes logical explanation of you understand you're in the middle of the most magical place you've ever been in your lives.
Oh, it's
Something
magic
shouldn't
shit.
be weird.
Could I roll? I mean, I've learned a lot about magic. Could I roll Arcana?
Yes.
I've read books about magic, more as a fantasy thing than reality, but
I'm really hoping you roll a 1.
What a nerd.
I'm the only.
14.
No.
Bite.
You don't.
I'm the only caster. Caster.
That's
Okay.
fair. Yeah. I guess you're right. Have Paprika roll for it. I just thought maybe books
Can I roll
and
for
stuff.
Arcana?
Go for it.
Just thought maybe books and shit.
Ooh, all right. That is a.
It's a hot 20.
I would have reacted more loudly. That's a 19.
Oh shit.
How do I describe this now?
Have I read anything about this in any books? Have I heard of blue ochre and black pudding?
You're kind of looking at this, and basically your impression of it is...
It's just pudding. It's just... They were
is
eating
that you guys have been
pudding.
obsessed over this vanilla pudding with blue food coloring for the past 20
Oh, I thought
minutes.
you were gonna say something much worse.
No. You know
It's
me,
one
darn
of
it.
those dungeons.
No!
Hey, no!
No!
I said
Okay.
it was a Rakdos
No.
thing 20 minutes ago. I bought it.
What you can tell from it...
How
you don't-
dare
you don't-
you?
You don't necessarily know the name of it because your DM doesn't know the name of it, but you know that it wasn't your general impression. This is from an ooze. This came off of an ooze that was here.
Oh, fun.
She's gonna
gelatinous
whisper.
cube, gray ooze, something
Yeah.
along those
All
lines.
right. Well, she now she's a sort of this sort of ooze is pretty useful in potions, but she thinks to herself that, and then she's just gonna look at the rest of the party as just it's slime.
Oh,
Well,
I mean, I could have guessed that, I guess.
I mean, yeah.
More specifically, it's Gak.
Does it?
A substance we in the scientific community refer to.
Now, as your DM, this is very important. I need to ask: do any of you eat the ooze?
No.
She will collect some in a vial because she likes collecting useful reagents.
All right.
I just made a really bad joke that dissuades me from touching that shit. I'm not eating it.
All right. Good. I'm going to assume now at this point Nexoria is actively pushing the other three to please go to the next room or something.
Yeah, she's pushing them forward.
Please.
I'm kind of curious
Continue.
what would happen if one of us tried to eat it, though.
Hey, Peony, you got me into so much fucking shit today. I'm not eating that ooze to satisfy your curiosity.
I wasn't gonna say that you would eat it.
Curiosity has its limits.
I can eat it.
Yeah,
Of course.
that's
Yeah, you eat it.
This is
Everyone's just like, Nexoria, do it.
No, I don't think that's healthy. Maybe
You don't have to just like lick it. Just
no,
lick it.
you don't lick it.
What do I have to roll to lick it?
Oh my god.
Please.
Is Paprika actively fighting this from happening?
Well, she's not strong enough to really like
Do
Put up a
anything.
good fight.
try to stop her, but she will like very vehemently be like, that's not good. It's not healthy, and it's probably dangerous.
Nexoria does not have the social ability to relate to that. If you want to lick it, go for it.
Oh my god.
Do
If
I
Nexoria
have to
dies
roll a
episode
con
1.
save?
Did Paprika get a little bit in a vial, or are you just taking all of it?
No.
Sticks her tongue to
Just
the
lick
wall and licks
lick a
it
little.
Oh,
like an ice cream cone.
just a tiny little bit.
Like a blep, yeah.
Um,
She makes this noise.
all right.
As she licks it.
You gain 1 temporary hit point.
Really?
What?
Really?
Yes, you do.
Amazing.
Well, after Nexoria licks it, she's like as soon as like the whole like stopping ability stops, Paprika's whole like emotion sort of changes, and then she suddenly becomes very interested. She pulls out a notepad and she's like, "So how do you feel?"
I feel stronger.
That's
By
I
1%. By 1%.
You guys are
So
level
lick more
1.
of
That's
it.
like 10%.
You're
Lick
right.
more of it.
so
See what
it's
happens.
hallucinogenic. All right.
Silus just goes, okay. If we're serious about this, Paprika, collect a little bit of it to put in a vial. I'm assuming we got each other's names in the prison.
You guys know each other, yeah.
She's
We're
gonna
prison
collect.
buddies.
She's gonna collect more of it then.
Okay,
Have it,
collect
like,
some more. And
Have
then
it in
give
like a nice mason jar.
Okay, Paprika, do you have like a dropper? Or something to that effect?
Who do you
Because when
think I am? Of course I do.
Awesome. Put a little bit. He holds out one of his fingers, and because I'm an academic, I will give you an actual scientific explanation of the process of what is about to happen to my body. If I die, I blame Nexoria.
I
You cannot
will.
blame me for your foolish actions.
I will write your memoir if you die.
I appreciate it. Okay, I'm
I'll
going to
say
give
something
you.
nice at your funeral.
I know you won't. I know you won't.
Aw,
He just-
don't doubt me.
She just like I think she puts a little bit on the dropper and he does it and like he takes a lick of it and he describes like the feel of it going down, the taste of it, just everything, and actively describes somehow describes the feeling of whatever is about to happen.
B, you're now playing a halfling? No. Yeah, no. Gain 1 temporary hit point.
Awesome. So I'm just
but
like,
you have so little, your temporary hit point is lasting for like a hot minute.
So
What
it
do you mean?
apparently does make you feel stronger, although it's weak enough that I think that I would be able to make it stronger if I combined it with something else.
So is Nexoria left at this point?
She's considering licking the wall again.
Please don't.
Did it taste good?
I say it's not.
I'm gonna go with no. It does not taste good.
Tastes like gack.
Silas just goes, okay, we've had our fun. We have the vial in case things go bad, because apparently it makes us feel stronger. So we have a vial in case something goes bad. Maybe collect 2 vials to be safe?
It's a mason jar.
You got all
That's
of
fair.
it in that mason jar. All
All
of
right,
it is
cool.
in there.
Cool. And if one drops
Alright.
enough to make us feel this good, more might make us feel better. So you know what? That's my plan. We have it just
I
in
can't
case.
reward quarter hit points, so
let's
Paprika
move
just
forward.
had like a very scary thought. She's gonna look inside and see if it has coalesced like well
Oh,
together.
into something sentient.
It's slime.
Bro.
so
A pile
are
of
you,
slime is usually sentient.
are you talking to this slime?
She's
No,
just
she's just
gonna like
observing it.
she's checking to see if it actually has gained any sort of like properties that is natural to like a sort of ooze like creature.
Nothing at all.
Okay, wonderful.
Cool.
So she's just gonna
It's
put it in
just
her
residue.
She's gonna put it in her backpack and then just start walking forward.
All right.
Silus is a happy boy.
So you guys are going forward?
Yep.
Yep.
Alrighty. And as you walk into this room, you hear chattering coming from the back of the room, and as you four look forward, you see 4 kobolds looking back at you. Roll initiative.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
A dragon.
Silas looks back. I'm right here.
That's a dragon. That's the perfect size for me, which is like an arthropod, probably.
If we end up killing them, is that like racist to ourselves?
No.
No.
Kobolds.
Maybe?
Kobolds are different than Dragonborn. They are. God,
Lizard?
how do I?
But aren't they like our cousins? Like
I
our,
prefer
like our
kobolds
small
over
cousins?
dragonborns.
That's
They're more your
rude.
size.
Reptile humans. That's what they are. They're reptile humans.
Isn't that what?
That's what lizard men are. That's what lizard folk are. Kobolds are different. They're actually closely
I'm reading
related to.
the monster manual. Kobolds are craven reptilian humanoids.
So they're. What does Craven mean? That Silas would have no issue saying that they're not as civilized.
They
That's
are not
racist.
as civilized.
That's
Silas
Stop
just goes.
getting into the theoretical social construct of
Peony
this
started.
event. Did you guys roll initiative?
I rolled a
Yeah.
5.
I got
I
a
I got a
19.
I also got a 19.
My dexterity bonus is +2.
Do you?
Mine is +4. So that is a high number.
Nexoria, what'd you get?
Do you want to know?
Ooh.
That's a nat 1 plus 2 is
Oh
3.
no! I got a 5. Back halving it too.
So yeah.
Can't roll well because point by is point by.
Point by is nice with that, I think, personally. And also, Nexoria, Livy made the worst character sheet. So,
Rude.
but Peony, you're up first. You see these 4 kobolds. They're all just going straight at the party. What do you want to do?
Silas just goes. Now you finally get to kill something.
Why are you
Okay.
glad about that?
Oh, I'm not. I'm just being a smartass.
I don't appreciate your attitude.
I'm sorry. I'm having a rough day, and I kind of partially blame it on her.
Shoot, the thing is, I don't want to kill these things, but I'm not I don't have a charm person spell or anything. I don't think.
You got stabbies and more stabbies.
You got
I
stabbing
know.
and surprise stabbing.
Okay, in that case, I don't think I'm going to. Can I just try to trip one of them as he's running at me? They're so small.
If you attack, you can say, I want to do non-lethal damage, and it'll be like they're unconscious.
Okay, then I'll try to do non-lethal damage. If he's just running at me, I'll just stab him in the foot or something.
All right, roll to hit.
Okay.
I like the image of you butting him with the blunt end of it, but that works.
Oh yeah, then I'll do that.
Right
Yeah,
in the
I'll hit
snout.
him with. Yeah, I'll just hit him with it, boop him on the nose with my sword.
All right,
That's an 11.
that is a miss.
Oh no.
You missed a kobold.
Paprika, anything you want to do?
Can I I'm assuming they don't understand our language.
No, they speak common,
Oh, okay.
but they're currently going to stab all of you.
Ah,
They're not running up for a big group hug and happy to see other dragons, a halfling, and a tiefling. I'm gonna be honest.
She's gonna look at them and just sort of. She's gonna try. She's gonna prestidigitate a big heart in front of her. Just be like, friends.
Oh.
Is that your turn?
She's gonna try to make a persuasion check to have them stop.
Okay. Let's see how well you drew this heart.
She has proficiency in persuasion. And she rolled pretty well. That's a 21.
I can't even argue with that. Two of them have like kind of like slowed down. You can see like, oh, I mean that's a good point.
Alright.
That is a fascinating concept right there. I didn't think about that. What about you, George? No, I did not. Honestly, this is fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. The other two do not give a rip.
Cool.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They're still going. So
I'll do better next time.
Silus looks over. Paprika, you did great. You have them in one heart-shaped swoop. I'm proud of you.
I don't like to think of it like that. It sounds like I defeated them.
Well, like you did good. You did a good pacifism thing.
Thank you.
One of the kobolds
He's
though
so
is
cute.
Nexoria walked in here first, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
One of the kobolds is going after Nexoria.
Of course. The other way.
Does
This is the story
a
of how Nexoria
19 hit? Does a 19 I want to be sure. Does a 19 hit?
These are some buff kobolds.
Yes. Fine.
They're not the buffest kobolds. Take 3 damage.
Oof. There goes my temporary hit
That's a
point.
decent amount of damage since we're level 1.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like half. That's halvesies for a lot of them.
But
Not for me.
okay.
I have that one temporary hit point that is now gone. Never mind.
Hey, bud.
Silus, it's now your turn.
Awesome. I want to do non-lethal damage, but I
Okay.
want to bop them with my longsword with 2 hands.
You're gonna try to boop their snoot.
Yeah, boop the snoot with the blunt end of a longsword.
Do you want?
Just hit him with one of your books. Just hit him with your book.
That's funny. I rolled a 16.
16 hits. Roll
Got it.
for booping damage.
Gotta
Cool.
boop.
Since I'm using it two-handedly, it's a D10.
Jesus Christ.
That's 8 booping damage.
I love that.
Successfully
Booping damage.
booped. Unconscious.
Silus, I love the image of everyone being freaked out. Silus just coldly walking up to one of them. Turns-
Wait, did
back.
he do it with the book?
No, it was the blunt end of his sword.
Oh, okay.
But
He
you
just-
still heard the book like clasp shut, you know?
Yeah. He was
Like-
just like, ugh, guess I gotta
Let's-
finish reading this.
Just like,
Gotta
you nuisances.
Yeah, like he's just like, well, shit.
okay.
Up next though is Nexoria.
Oh, please.
Hooray! Oh, yay.
I don't think it's your destiny to kill these things.
It is my destiny to defeat them.
Okay, that's better. Better wording.
Just gonna march up to them. I am Nexoria of Silverreach.
Oh
is-
god.
Destiny to defeat you.
This is gonna be every time.
George, I'm gonna be honest. That heart is starting to send a little bit of mixed messages.
Are we going to assassinate these kobolds,
What the fuck?
or are we here to interrogate?
We're here to befriend them. They're our friends.
Yeah, I just put one to good nap time.
George and
You're-
I can hear you.
I know.
I'm not affiliated with any of these people.
Yes, you are. You are small Paprika.
Oh my god, Nexoria.
You know my name. That doesn't mean we're friends. Please leave me alone.
You are
Silus-
part of my adventuring party.
What the fuck did you just call us?
It's Nexoria and company.
That is a bold-faced lie.
Well, of course, I'm the chosen one, so of course it's Nexoria and these other.
You're just really full of yourself, aren't you?
It's my destiny. I'm the one who's been chosen.
I'm the video game boy. I'm the one who wins.
All right, a little bit behind the screen because I gotta say it. When Livy was making the character, she asked me, "Is it okay if she thinks she's a video game protagonist?" Like word for word. You got it, B.
Thank you, Game Grumps.
We have kobolds in front of us.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
You take one more second, Liv, and that's your turn.
She's gonna just like punch one of them in the face just because she's panicking and doesn't know what she's doing.
You're gonna boop them.
Okay.
By
Roll.
she, I mean me.
Is it to kill punch or is it to knock out punch?
It's she doesn't know what she's doing because no one
If
gave
it
her a
kills,
clear
then it kills.
She doesn't know what she's doing. No one gave her a clear answer, so she's put away.
Knock it out!
Right? Then it's non-lethal to make unconscious.
Okay. What was to hit?
15 to hit.
What was that?
15 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
Damn it.
This is unconscious damage, yes?
Yes.
That's a 3.
Okay.
3?
Okay.
Now
It's
I'm
a
gonna be honest.
monk,
You said
so-
unconscious damage, so I'm gonna assume you're punching the unconscious one on the ground. Or...
No.
No.
It's non-lethal.
Punching the one in front of her.
Yep.
So you did.
Punches it up into the wall.
I don't want
Just
to
making sure.
I don't want to have to argue about the fact that we killed one of their friends.
Me neither.
We have not killed anyone.
Good. Let's keep it that way.
It's back to the top of the order though with Peony.
Don't kill.
Okay, I'm not gonna kill them. Oh my god, it's so hard for me to like not have anything to charm people. I'm so not used to that.
You have your persuasion
I
stat.
always play pacifistic characters.
And now that she's
Okay,
playing a rogue, she still wants to do that.
No. Because I don't want to kill them! Can I try to just talk to these two guys?
Oh, there's still one chasing Nexoria. Two of them
There's
are
still-
cool with us, and
There's
one of
still
them's
one
aggro.
going after Nexoria.
There is?
Two of them are like,
Okay,
this is mixed signals.
I'm just gonna lazily like throw a dagger at that one, the one that's chasing her.
No, not.
Roll
Non-lethal, not lethally.
You throw the dagger, and let's see how much damage it does.
I can't. Silus sees her throw the dagger, looks to Paprika, and just goes, "Remind me again why I thought she was semi-attractive."
That
Aw,
sounds
you
like
did?
that sounds like a you problem.
It is.
She's aiming for the tail. Okay, she's trying to pin him to the wall.
I'm
Not
not
kill him.
aiming for the truck.
Into the wall of stone. Okay, good luck.
She's
God.
I don't know.
Paprika has spare the dying ready.
Or at least he'll just like it'll just hurt and he'll stop chasing her. Anyways.
Let's see how much it hurts.
It's a stun dagger. Absolutely. That's a
That's a 19.
And that hits. How much damage?
Oh no, do I roll a D8?
Paprika.
what? A dagger's a D4, dude.
Yeah,
A D4? Okay.
D4 plus your dex.
Okay.
Paprika has spare the dying ready.
Oh God! So it's automatically gonna do +4.
Okay. That's a
Just
1.
dex, not dex and proficiency.
Dex,
You-
her bonus to Dex is +4.
Are
Yeah,
you kidding
that's
me? You're not
5.
you're not proficient in stealth.
No, she
No,
is.
I am proficient in stealth. I have a +4 to stealth. I just rolled an 8. Sorry, no, I rolled a 5, so it was a 9 to stealth.
How'd you roll a 5 on a D4?
No. Okay,
No. For stealth,
Oh wait, no, earlier, yeah, but you
Yes,
don't have a
for
+4
stealth-
to dex, do you?
yes, I have a +4 to dex.
Oh,
I
that
rolled a
does
1.
not seem right.
Okay,
mean-
what should I have?
No, I mean maybe I put a shit ton of points into dex and like nothing into nothing. I guess that's
B,
probably
that's
what
what
did.
you would've
no,
done.
You did. I have a lot to dex and nothing to anything else.
Awesome, cool. That's what makes sense.
Yeah.
But, all right,
I have +4 to dex, +1 to strength, +1 to constitution, and +2 to charisma.
Okay, cool. That makes sense.
Yeah, that sounds like a B move. All right,
Yeah.
but
So,
okay, so
I got a 1 +4, so that's 5 points of damage.
it's unconscious and also like bleeding out.
Oh shit.
Okay,
I didn't-
Damn it.
Paprika's
I'm
gonna
just-
cast spare the dying on
I'm
the
just
kobold.
really good at stabbing.
All right, I didn't know we were going a pure pacifist run here, but all right, sounds good.
Paprika really does not like killing anything.
That's gonna be your turn, though, Paprika.
Oh, well, all the other violent ones are. The other violent one is unconscious, so.
Yeah, so it's just the two that are kind of like. So let me see if I got this right. They showed us a heart. We stopped. The other two didn't. Yeah. Okay. He got booped, and he got punched in the face and stabbed. And she talked about assassinating us.
And I'm gonna I cast Spare the Dying, and I'm like, no, your friend is fine. I saved him. Please.
I didn't mean to kill him. He just was.
Like she basically just like prepares like a salve out of her bag and just sort of like puts it all over him.
I was not told that we were doing the assassanating. I would have used my.
We're not.
blessed
We're not.
We're not using. Oh my god!
Then why is one of them dead?
He's not dead.
He's unconscious. It's fine.
I literally just stabilized him.
All right. Okay.
Well, he
So
was dead.
He wasn't. He was unconscious.
He was
and
never
bleeding out.
dead.
I think I'm going to speak for George and I here when I say she's not your representative.
No, she's not. She's
No.
absolutely not.
No,
She's
no,
just.
no.
She's
Okay.
the.
Excluding
Most
her
likely.
actions, things mostly seem consistent. So, what's going on? What's your deal?
We were just teleported here, and then we came here in the
Yeah,
room, and
that's-
you guys came and
that's
attacked
about right.
us.
Yeah.
You seem
Okay.
that-
Was it Silverreach this time that teleported? I think it's Silverreach.
No.
You
Oh,
didn't
we're
hear
so
from my intro.
Oh.
You guys are from Silverreach, if I remember correctly.
Okay, cool. I thought Nexoria was from another place, and so they were like,
No, you're all from the same town. Same
Okay.
kingdom.
Cool.
Well, I'm
It's from Silverreach this time, is that correct?
not native,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is fun, isn't it?
Our king's kind of a tool.
No, they're all required to be like that. It's
He's a
Yeah.
tyrannical ruler, and I would
still-
put an end to it.
the lich is the problem, so they're just keeping the world safe. You can't-
While this whole conversation is happening, Paprika is absolutely going to stabilize the other one just to make sure that they both wake up at around the same time. Which is
The other one was just booped on the nose and just went kind of dazed and sat down. They're
They
all
took a
right.
little napsy. Yeah, they took a nap.
basically they're just making sure that they're all getting back up nice
Okay.
and comfortably.
So most I'm just gonna be honest. I don't mean to be racist against all of you, but most of the time when people show up, they try to kill us immediately,
Yeah, we just kind of figured
including that one. And he points to Nexoria.
Yeah, well, he just goes, we're a more civilized breed than those lot.
I appreciate that, and I'll try to trust that. I'll be honest. It's gonna be tough, but I'll try to trust that.
What are your names?
Oh, this is my friend George,
I know, I
and my
know.
name is James.
Okay.
James and George, 'tis a pleasure.
Who are the guys that we booped that you guys booped?
Oh, those are our wives, Sasha and Tanya.
Oh,
Oh no.
I see. Well,
I'm really
you'll be glad to know that I took good care of them and they're
I
back
do
on their
a
feet.
I
now.
do, and James puts his hand on your back gently, and I do appreciate that you took care of our wives. Thank you so much.
They're not
I
even
appreciate it.
concussed. I made sure.
Thank you. That's nice.
I
yeah,
apologize.
they were.
I didn't
I'm kind of
hear
shocked with how
you.
that
I
tiefling
didn't
girl punched
wanna-
that one, but
I didn't want to
I
hurt them. I only know stabbing. That's all I know.
I didn't
only know stabbing.
I'll be honest though, it seems like you don't even really know stabbing because you're kind of a little insecure about that. Honestly, you need to get a little bit better than that. We all have our daggers, and we know to use them when needed.
I have a dagger, but I use it for cooking.
That is adorable. So,
I have a blessed sword.
that
Why
thing's
did I
bent
choose
to all
rogue?
gar-
I don't
that
know
thing's
how to
bent
play a
all
rogue.
garbage.
It is not. It was given to me, bestowed upon me.
From the trash bin?
Oh my god, you're so annoying.
Good one, and he high fives you.
How dare you?
This boy understand. All right, so you little monk tiefling girl.
Yes?
We're gonna have our own special conversation in a little bit. I'm assuming she's kind of ADD and will forget in about 5 minutes.
Probably.
Yeah, a little
Okay,
bit.
good.
Hey.
Paprika's gonna like sift through her tinker
That
tools
is accurate, but I'm
for-
offended.
for a second, and then she's just gonna grab like a just a roll of duct tape and just go like, Nexoria, I'm going to bless you now.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna put a bit of duct tape over her mouth and just.
I knew exactly where that was going. I am happy.
Silas
I'm
just
gonna-
goes, can I be completely honest with you, Paprika? Significant improvement.
I'm just gonna give a thumbs up to Nexoria. Just be like, now after this whole ritual is done, it'll last for about maybe like 2 hours. Okay? just don't do anything with like your mouth. All right, keep it there. It's a blessed pad. It makes you closer to whatever you believe in,
To her destiny.
to your destiny.
He whispers into her, to her destiny. And like says it like they're kind of like building the goof.
Yeah.
Just if you're okay with that, just give me a thumbs up.
She like stops and considers this for like a lot longer than she really should. And then she nods and gives you a big thumbs up.
Okay.
God damn it.
Wonderful.
So
Peony wiggles her
like-
fingers. Destiny.
I don't mean to be rude, but me, George, and our wives kind of have called this place home. And like, is there any reason you're
Here?
yeah, I
You got
guess
teleported
You got
against
banned.
our
Yeah,
will.
assuming
This was
by-
this was not a consensual thing. If you could show us the way out, like
Yeah.
we'd be so down to be out of
Well-
your hair.
We'll totally.
frankly,
leave.
we kind of just stay here. And I mean, I'll be honest, when there's the people that come in, we kind of shut them down when they get to this point and have a bit of a snack.
Well, maybe
Gotcha.
would you guys kind of want to like go somewhere a bit more comfortable? Like this kind of seems like a bad place to live.
Yeah,
I
if there's
don't-
an evil
Yeah,
witch
you want to
and
come with
stuff.
us?
Yeah.
We're like half
There's
dragons.
not
we're like your
necessarily a
buddies.
way out, I believe.
What? Oh,
Oh.
I've been here for quite a while, and I don't think there's a way out.
I
Have you
a
seen any like natural light?
I have a shovel.
No, I haven't.
That's concerning.
But we do try to stay farther, closer to like where the lich was. So
Equally concerning.
Yay.
She's
So-
gonna.
And you see
Actually-
them both kind of like curl up by their wives and hold
Aw.
them tenderly.
Oh, they're so cute.
I-
we need to
Could
save
I
them.
I have a thing. I have a question.
Yep.
This is like the lich. The story of the lich is like lay of the land history, right?
It's okay. The lich is like ancient folklore legend that turns out to be true. Like it's like might be told to kids to scare them to be obedient.
Right. Because my question basically is because my cloistered scholar thing gives me library access, so I have like I've
You
been
would have
able to
known
read the
about
most.
some things, yeah.
Yeah. So like basically my question is like how much of this do I know? / like you know how like after you read a folklore, there's always
Yeah.
like an index where scholars will be like, this is probably what historical event it refers to in real life. Is there like
So-
any implication that the lich is like a stand-in for like a volcano, something like that? Like how the Minotaur was seen to be signs of earth tremors on Crete.
The quick and simple of this basically is that there was a powerful being that
Mhm.
like this the lore goes, there's a powerful being that snatched the weave and caused
Wonderful.
this magical disturbance to concentrate magic here, and as it gets closer to the coast there's less. There is special the reason why people are able to cast magic, the reason why they were able to transform into earlier, you kind of assumed was there's like magical items that help that imbue like the weave that help you cast magic.
Gotcha.
And the lore is like that this great lich was sealed away in here by the 5 kings long ago. But scholars have kind of asserted that like it's not likely that they were able to actually overcome this lich. It's more likely that they made a deal with this lich of some kind.
Okay.
Mm.
So the lich exists.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's the general consensus, that the lich exists somewhere, some way, And like this legend is like 800,000 years old, somewhere in there. Like it's old.
So it's like half true, half propaganda for how cool the kings are. Got you.
Mm.
Awesome. Paprika's gonna produce out of her leather satchel 4 cookies that she had baked a while ago.
I'm gonna ask
Aw.
if that costs any form of a spell slot. It does not. You just do it. All right. So you give them these cookies. They want to rest. They want to relax with their wives and be there for when they wake up.
Aw, they're so cute.
There's the only options here is you
Feel
can go
so
back.
bad for stabbing one now.
Well, you try to hit them with a handle as the knife spun, but just like you didn't get the distance right. You're not used to knives, right? Right.
I'm a rogue. I use knives all.
Don't tell them that.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
You're
Me
only-
as Shay is used to playing like druids and magic boys, so I have no idea how to.
Silas puts his hand on Peony's shoulder, just like, Peony, it's time I teach you something called the noble lie.
All right. So instead of doing that for 10 minutes,
Yeah.
your only options are either to go back to the room you were just in, or you can go to the right, kind of, and go to another portion of the
Here's
game.
what I
feel
want.
like
Hey, George.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to bother you. We'll be out of your hair in a moment.
do you prefer Jorge?
No, I don't. Why would you say that?
They're gonna kill us again now. No. George, my friend, my new comrade.
Hi, that's stretching.
If you were to make a suggestion as to like where we should head, like if you know any lay of this place that we can take advantage of to get further and further out of your hair, I'd appreciate it.
Well, frankly, did you guys? There's a very, very large room in the back that has 2 entrances. Well, if you started there, it would have been 2 exits.
Yeah.
Did you come from there?
We came
Yes.
from the room with the blood.
No. That was the first room we went in. Yes, we came in the room with the 2 portcullis, if you will.
Okay, so you
We
did
went to the
start
left of
there. Okay,
Yeah.
so and you headed basically straight. Okay, so this room right here to the next to us has like it's a long cave. Most of us that we avoid it. Frankly, it's not good land, not good rocks. And there's a lot of rooms off of it. I mean, you might find something interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, other than that, like we all have like there's little large openings like this, and we kind of try to stay out of each other's hair, you know. So
Oh no, I get it.
what was that, Shay?
Munch
said,
and the
who's-
crunch.
Why are you
B
eating?
is
Oh,
munching.
it's the cookies. She's eating the cookies.
Yeah, it's the cookies.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, no, that's about what I can give you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. As he leaves, can I roll insight to like get any telling more of what he was saying, like any implications he may have made, like winks of the eye, stuff like that?
He was straight shooting with you, dude.
Cool. I don't need to roll
Rika's
insight.
gonna look over to George and just be like, "Is there any like water around here?"
I mean, there's some cracks in the ceiling that occasionally, like when it rains bad outside, water will come in that we drink from, but not.
Is it the only place where you get your water?
I mean, it's a sealed cave. We don't get to leave, really.
Okay, but like that seems like really, really little for you to be able to survive off of that.
Well, it's been enough. There's not a ton of us in here, I believe.
Silas has a
Alright.
thought.
Okay.
He goes over to Paprika and just goes, "Hey, Paprika,
What?
cracks in the ceiling. That might be good for us. That's like actually, George, you said there was a spot with bad soil. Like, does bad mean loose?
No, bad means jagged and it's uncomfortable to sit on.
Gotcha. Anywhere
Yeah.
that would be like loose enough to maybe, if someone were to, I don't know, claw away at it long enough, you would see
The
some
whole
light.
area is like basically solid stone.
Okay.
There's a reason why the lich was sealed here.
Somebody, I'm trying to get out, and honest to God, out of game, I'm feeling claustrophobic imagining this place.
Don't worry, just explore. Happy?
Is-
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
okay. Can we?
it's like when you guys travel room to room, it's long passages to give you an idea. So for them to use the squeak toy,
That's the sound of me hyperventilating.
That's the sound that Silus makes because he's
toy.
claustrophobic right now.
I'm out of tea.
Yeah, he has lost his cool tea.
But
Yeah.
all right, so do you guys
I'm
want
out
to
of
head?
tea and it's really tight.
You guys want to head into that other room where it's like a little bit more rough, jagged?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Paprika's gonna pull out a little like juice box with a little straw and just give it to Silas and just be like, "This is my last one."
Oh,
I
Paprika.
Let's help him calm
also
down.
Imagine that, like, you know those like squishy like stress balls. I imagine that's what's squeaking. He has like a stress.
Yeah,
ball.
he has a little stress ball.
He
Okay.
works for the king for how long? Yeah, he probably's got a stress ball.
Yeah.
So you guys leave that room. You go into this long, jagged hallway, and you see there's these 3 rooms. So imagine
Wow.
you're at the end of this long hallway. You're at the very end of it. There's 1 on your left, 2 on your right. Give me perception checks.
Oh, wonderful. 100 bad
That's a
days
nat
make
20.
100 good
Nat
stories.
20?
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, you guys can stop. It doesn't get better than that.
Awesome.
At the end of the hallway, you see an injured direwolf pup.
Well, Paprika's
no.
gonna rush over there with her bag of healing, with her alchemist. Yeah, with her alchemist.
Victoria
powers.
also
Alright.
rushes over because she wants to pet the dog.
I think okay, give me like a quick second. I want to describe this room a little bit more. So
Sure.
it's a really long cave. It's covered with those strange carvings again in blood. Most of it's old, but there is some fresh blood as well. And you can see that's from the direwolf pup.
Oh
Oh,
no!
baby.
No!
The pup
Why would
can't
you
move
do
right now,
hurt
and it's
puppies?
pretty seriously injured. If you don't tend to it, it most likely won't make it on its own after a few hours.
Baby
Oh.
boy,
Why
baby.
have you brought hurt puppies into this game? So sad.
How dare?
Paprika will absolutely approach in the least threatening way possible and use her healing kit
Yeah.
to
Can I make a redaction? Silas is holding Nexoria back.
She wants to hug the puppy.
They are going to run up to the dog, and the dog is going to have a panic attack.
The dog's unconscious.
Oh no! Heal
But
the pupper!
You want to heal the pup?
Do I have to roll a medicine check?
She's petting.
I mean,
Nexoria's
you ha-
petting the pup.
You have time. You're not in a rush or anything like that. You have time in here. So if you want to heal it, you can like stabilize him, but he's probably going to have to rest for a little while. But you can close the wounds. Yeah.
I'm going to basically just check if there's any sort of broken limbs. I'm going to clean the wounds with a little bit of water and alcohol, and I'm going to use some gauze to cover it up everything and bandage him up nice and well. And then I'm gonna wrap him up in a little blanket, and I'm gonna kind of hold him on like a sling on the side and carry him with me.
Oh,
Okay.
I always play healers. It would be so cute.
Now, you do all that. The dog's still unconscious. Do you guys like? What do you want to do? Do you want to like stay here and like?
Silas is gonna kind of take a leadership position and just go, okay, guys, Paprika, I am all for healing that puppo. Nexoria, remember, there's still a couple more hours left in your blessing. Peony,
She nods.
Peony, what say you and I scout out ahead a little bit? And he just lights a torch, leaves it there, so now I'm down to 7. And he's just like, okay, well, remember where you are, keep the flame lit, we'll just scout a little bit of ways ahead, and we'll report back. Sound good?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. So there's on the right side. There's 2 doors, and on the left side there's a door you just came from. I'm saying door, you know what I mean. And then
Yeah.
another room as well. So there's 3 options: 1 on the left, 2 on the right. Left 1, right 2. Where do you want to go?
Can I roll perception on the right side to see if one of them's like, I don't know. I'm looking for natural light, but
Okay, yeah,
anything interesting.
you can roll.
Okay. That's what's my perception? It's wisdom. 18.
Okay, so from I need to remember which one I labeled these as. right 2.
Mhm.
You don't see natural light, but you see like a lit torch coming from that direction.
Silus kind of pokes Peony in the elbow and just like shows her that without trying to make too much noise to scare the dog.
Okay.
That's really weird. Who would have come in here and lit a torch? I mean, unless the kobolds did.
You want to go that way?
I don't think the kobolds stuck around here. So yeah, let's check it out.
You want to just march right on in?
Yep.
All right. You get in there, and it's just. I need to double check my notes just in case I'm missing something. Yeah, it's just this is one of the biggest rooms you've seen so far. It has strange carvings and dried blood on the floor again, and it has these 2 rooms. The one on, if you're walking in, there's one on your right, and there's also one straight ahead. And the one straight ahead has like its bright light coming through now, basically. Still, you can tell it's like flickering, but it's bright.
Silus looks over to Peony and is just like, "I think we got it."
All right. Okay, let's get out of here.
You want to go through there and check it out?
Yeah, we'll scout a little bit more ahead. It's only 2 rooms. We remember the way.
All right, and it's straight. You're going straight.
Yeah, we're going straight. Yeah.
So okay,
Also,
you go on.
wanna,
you go through.
Sorry.
Can you give me perception rolls?
Sure. Peony, you might be better at perception than me, but
Yeah, I got a 10, and then I'll see what my bonus.
I got a 17.
All right, you guys are good. So before we get to that, I want to go back to dog party. Is it just kind of you guys are just chilling there, not doing much?
Well, I mean, Paprika got told to stay there, so she doesn't want to confuse anybody. She is like petting the dog's head, and then she's
Nexoria.
and she's
Just, like, calmly.
she's sort of showing Nexoria a couple of like cool things she can do with like her tinker tools, just to like keep her entertained. Yeah.
I thought you were about to say.
child
I thought you were about
focused.
to say that you gave Nexoria Tinker toys, and I love it.
I was also going. Somebody, you're really, really lucky that none of us are like super squeamish because every room is just filled with blood.
Yeah, no, I picked y'all for reasons.
It's D&D.
Yeah.
But okay, so all right, let's go back to the dragon people. And
Now who's racist?
they're both dragons. You guys walk into this room, and it's a smaller room.
Uh-huh.
You walk in and you notice, like, okay, this is where the water comes from that they were talking about. You see, like, there's like a small-ish lake on the side, and you see at the top, like, it's just a consistent drip off of a few of the stalactites, I think it's called, ones on the ceiling, just dripping down pretty continuously. And you see on the back wall, something's carved into the wall.
Silus is just like, "This is my shit."
And what it says
Yeah,
is,
you do
a
your
bard
thing.
destroys what a thief must keep. With this, a beholder cannot find, but a grimlock easily could.
Repeat it again.
Puzzle. So the
Repeat
bard
it again.
destroys what a thief must keep. With this,
Okay.
a beholder still could not find, but a grimlock easily could. And you just hear, like, the water dripping on the sides, the torches flickering. You
So
guys
what
want
must
a
the
moment to
thief-
think about that?
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna ask Peony. What do you got to keep? You're a thief.
Yeah. Gold.
That's
thieves'
probably
tools.
that is not what they're talking about.
Oh, secrets.
Hidden in the
Bard
shadows.
destroys. I think I can break this up easier. First line: a bard destroys what a thief must keep. Second line:
Silence.
with this, a beholder still could not
Oh.
find, but a grimlock easily could.
I think it's silence.
Okay, you guys. I'm going to come back to you in a moment. We're going back to Paprika and Nexoria.
Hello.
Hi.
So
I still
the direwolf pup is like started to come to a little bit,
Oh, wonderful.
and he like immediately like looks down, sees like, okay, things are gauzed up, patched, everything looks good, everything looks nice. He didn't have any broken legs or anything like that.
Okay.
Um,
I didn't have to splint anything.
Yeah, and he looks up at the both of you, and you're both petting him, and he kind of immediately just goes, "I understand."
Aww.
I'm just imagining him in this deep voice. Hello.
And this tiny 10-week-old pup goes, "Hello there. Thank you for sitting." No, this doggo does not talk. But he does look at both of you and kind of try to wiggle out under the blanket and stand up slowly.
Paprika's gonna stop him because I'm assuming he's still not strong enough to do that because he literally just woke up.
He whimpers when you go to touch him, and he looks up to you a little hopeful, and he's pointing to a flat part of the wall.
Ah.
And he
All
walks.
right.
He walks toward the wall. He wants to get to this wall.
She will follow him.
As will Nexoria.
You see him walk up to this wall, and he then walks through the wall.
What?
What?
I think we met a ghost?
No.
Nexoria charges in.
No.
Nexoria walks through the wall.
No, she runs. She sprints through the wall.
She sprints through the wall.
Whoa.
Nexoria was a ghost after all.
Paprika, Paprika, at this moment, you hear duct tape rip as she yells out, "Whoa!" Basically.
Amazing.
So this is my destiny.
So do we hear that?
You don't. You're too far away.
Damn it!
Paprika's is going to go inside as well.
Damn it! We split the party!
What you see is the dog kind of has turned around and sits down next to this big open chest.
Oh.
Treasure.
Yeah, and there's 4 healing potions. There is a lot of gold. 220 pieces of gold.
Whoa.
That's 110 each.
Oh, Peony's
you
so
don't
pissed.
share it with
She's
the other
not
two,
in this
yeah.
room.
And also you see this chainmail armor. And on it says, you can see it's just chainmail armor, and there's a little tag, a little fantasy tag on it that says the chainmail armor of Good Hugs TM.
Good hugs.
Good hugs TM. All right.
Yes, the chainmail armor of Good Hugs TM.
Paprika's going to instantly check for mimics.
You're safe. Everything's fine.
All right. Well,
She's the smartest person in this party.
She's gonna check. She's gonna grab the potions. She is going to split the gold evenly between Nexoria and her, and she is going to ask Nexoria to hold the chainmail for her because it's very heavy, and I'm already carrying a dog.
Yep.
Nexoria picks up the chainmail.
I should describe the chainmail a little more. The chainmail of Good Hugs is basically, it's just chainmail, but on the inside there's a lot of thick padding, and it's very soft, and there's a little bit of so it's basically it looks like there's an undershirt kind of for comfort and keep you warm. And then there's a thin layer of wool basically to make it so the chainmail doesn't rustle as much as you walk around.
Oh, this is my kind of chainmail. I love.
So to give the statistics of this, it's the same armor class of chainmail, 16, but instead of giving disadvantage on stealth, it just gives -2. You don't have disadvantage anymore.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. Now let's hop back with Peony and Silus. Okay, so you're at this puzzle. Did you have any thoughts on how to solve this?
So the bard destroys what the thief must keep. A beholder can find it, but a Grimlock can't?
Can,
and a beholder can't.
yes.
Okay. Well, a beholder. Okay, Silus is convinced that this is more of a meta thing. This isn't something tangible because riddles rarely are.
Yep.
But B, out of character, is going to ask: is it at all possible that, say, an intelligence roll, something of that sort, can give Silus a hint? Maybe he's heard of
Silus
similar
had
riddle?
access to a library. He knows what a beholder and Grimlock is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he knows that a beholder just talks a lot, and a Grimlock barely knows any languages.
Yep. Also understands that, like, Beholder, big eye, has a lot of eye powers. Grimlocks, like, are blind
Right.
and have
So-
blind sense and get around
Mhm.
by, like, I think it's like smell and hearing.
So is this light? Because if a bard has a lot of lights in their performance, they're lighthearted, and a thief must keep to the shadows. So destroying the shadow is bringing in light.
Well, a bard destroys what a thief must keep. With this, a beholder still cannot find, but a grimlock easily could.
Hmm.
You're on to like one of the two answers that I thought you would get to, in all honesty, B.
Okay, so my two choices are silence and darkness.
You
That's
got
like
one of
mine.
them. It's one of them.
Silence.
All right. What do you want to do with that, though?
There's not much we can do in a physical sense.
Well, I'm
We
going to
just
describe the
kn-
room again.
Don't talk.
Yes, please.
Like the room, there's like waters coming in, torches flickering. You have this puzzle, but other than like the lake water and you guys and the torch, it's pretty barren. Also, there's no like carvings in here or blood.
I got you. If so, it's one of the two. There's not much we could do with the silence thing, but there is a torch. Silas
So we
just
put out the
Silas
torch.
walks over to the torch and just goes, "I have more." If this is the wrong answer, blows it out.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Wonderful.
Okay.
So-
Wait, quiet. And then he's like lights the torch
Yeah.
again and just goes, "What if we block up the waterway? There'd be no sound."
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. If we
All
make it quiet and dark, maybe that works.
Well,
So-
one of the two.
Oh.
So you want to go ahead and do that?
Yeah.
I say you can just go ahead and do that. There's no point in putting this behind a good roll, I think, because you would just try again and again anyway.
Yeah.
So you make it perfectly quiet and silent.
Yep.
Yep.
You hear something happen, but you don't see anything that's happened.
Okay.
Well, that is because we did turn off the torch.
You
Yeah.
turn off the torch?
We did turn off the torch 20 seconds ago, so if we lit it back up, will we see anything?
Yeah, no, nothing. You don't see anything. I thought the
Okay.
torch was lit again.
Okay, so what we heard, can I zero
like
in on that?
The sound you heard was almost like something moved a little bit.
Player to DM question, just
Yep.
for the sake of us moving this along and not taking forever on this puzzle. Is all the parts to answer the puzzle in this room?
Yes. I will give you a hint. You're the last part.
Oh, we have to leave.
So, hold on. A bard destroys what a thief must keep. Silence, you got that. With this, a beholder still cannot find, but a grimlock easily could. How does a grimlock find things?
He has blind sense. He doesn't need to see. Tremor
Yeah?
sense.
Yeah.
So now we put out the torch.
Okay.
Okay. How does he find things, though?
Tremor sense is feeling the floor, like feeling the movements like Toph, right? Like if we were to use Avatar, The Last Airbender, as a
Kind of. And what causes tremors?
shaking, earthquakes, fault lines, floor.
Grimlocks are pretty sensitive to stuff. What else?
Walking.
How would they be reacting after sitting there that long? What would they do?
Stand up. We're stupid.
We're dumb.
Oh, you still okay? Well, I think you guys gave it your best shot. And you want to just like high five and head out?
Silas would be sitting there until he got it right. So
Yeah.
a Grimlock.
I want to get it right. It's just that I don't know anything about D&D. I've only
Okay,
played
a
like
Grimlock. So a beholder. You know what a beholder is, right?
beholders
Giant
have
eye
lots. Yeah, they have lots of eyes.
Xanathar.
Yeah,
It's like the Xanathar.
Yes. So that's their deal, kind of.
Yeah, they have lots of eyes.
A Grimlock is like they have blind sense. So like
Yes.
it's like all by like echolocation and smell is how they get around.
I see.
Okay.
So instead of relying on seeing the things around them, they listen for the things around them, kind of thing.
Right. And we heard the.
We
So
heard
we
the movement.
heard that move a little bit. So what would a Grimlock see right now as it's silent? What would they perceive?
Something moving.
That stopped a little bit ago, though. It only moved like an inch or something, real quick.
Okay.
So they would be blind right now.
Right.
Yes.
How would they be able to see again?
Is something else. If they started moving, they'd be able to sense Smell. You mentioned smell as
Yeah. Or echolocation. Do we have to make sound now?
Hmm?
Okay, so now we have to make some sounds?
Silus grabs his sword and hits it up against the wall. Just hits the wall.
And the loud clang echoes through the room. And
Yeah.
the door, a secret door, opens wide open.
Yay!
Finally.
So I'll break down quickly.
We're not 100% stupid.
A bar destroys what a thief must keep. So a bar makes a lot of noise. A thief needs to stay silent. But this a beholder still could not find. So a beholder relies only on sight, basically, to get around. So if there's a loud noise, no echolocation doesn't work.
Right, got
But
you.
a Grimlock only relies on that, pretty much.
Okay, B forgot Grimlock's whole deal, which is unfortunate.
And Shay doesn't know anything about D&D
And
monsters because I just started playing D&D this year.
I was guaranteed that B was gonna go this way.
I knew it was silence or darkness, and once I figured out the silence thing, I didn't think of breaking the silence immediately after. But I will say, Silus as a person was probably just sitting there mumbling to himself the whole time, and then when he hit it, he had that aha moment, hit the wall, thing opens, and just looks over at Peony, totally not trying to impress her, does the fucking curt bow just to be a bit of a smartass.
Of course. So
good job.
Yeah, you guys get it open. I sent Shay what they basically got, but it's a few gemstones.
Cool.
There's another 4 healing potions and 180 gold.
Oh shit! Hell yeah! Also, Peony loves gemstones, so she's just yes!
So
what was the other parts? It was gemstones, 180 gold, and or did I miss?
4 healing potions. 4 healing potions.
Okay,
yes.
so we split two.
Everyone has 2 right now. Yep.
Yeah.
So also, what you see is a little bit of natural light.
Ooh. Silus just
Yay!
goes, wait, if we leave the room, do we have to do the puzzle again?
This is a weird stone door that basically, I said it swings open, but basically it fell open.
So this is a perma change. This isn't like video games where we walk back in and have to do the side quest.
No, the room does not reset. If you guys die, the last checkpoint was not for this. You're fine.
Okay. So what I do to Peony is I just Silus is proud of himself. He sort of high fives her, or 4. I don't know how many fingers Dragonborn have. Then he just goes,
I think
okay,
5.
yeah. So he's just okay, we should go find the others,
Okay.
and then bring them back here because I think we just found our way out.
Cool. Sounds like a good plan.
He just goes, yeah, I'm usually pretty good with.
So, are you guys all meeting back in that room where you found the direwolf pup?
Yeah, we go back there, realize what the fuck, and do we see any fading in the wall? Are we just thinking that they're dead?
Oh no, I'm assuming that after they got everything from the chest, they just went back.
That room that you guys went into was the tiniest room you've seen so far.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm assuming that they just went back.
Neat. Silus runs back and just goes, guys, we found 4 healing potions, 180 gold, and Peony found some gemstones. I'm thinking we could do 1 each, because that's only fair.
And we'll figure this out of podcast.
Well, I mean, what I mean was Silus doesn't know they got their own.
Yeah, I know.
We also received 4 healing potions.
Oh, okay. So then
sweet. So we get 2 each.
Yeah, awesome.
210 pieces of gold.
Oh, right.
That's awesome. All right,
we each got 110.
That's impressive. Okay.
Also, this armor.
He duct tape on. He's like, what happened to her duct tape?
She screamed.
Paprika, we found a way out.
Oh, what did you say?
We found a way out.
Awesome, great. She's gonna put the pupper back in his sling and take the healing potions and just walk over there.
Longsword over his side. Silus starts leading the way back.
Wait, shouldn't we take those kobolds with us?
Shit, you're right. They seem nice. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, they probably like to see the rest of the world.
I'd agree.
Unless this is going to be Critical Role and one of them dies instantly.
So let's just say you go back to their room real quick where they were. And there's George, James, Sasha's up, and the fourth one isn't up because I don't remember her name.
Tanya.
Thank
Tanya.
you, Tanya. If you can't tell, these weren't going to be important NPCs.
Yeah.
I'm just going to name everything.
But
you guys
now
get
they
this.
are.
So the four of them are there. Tanya wakes up as you walk in the room.
Silus just walks up and goes, I know we said we'd be out of your hair, but we have exciting news. Huh?
Okay, yes.
We found a way out.
Bullcrap.
Follow me.
Yeah, follow us.
If you do
see
not
them both
believe...
pick up their wives who just woke up and you're being insensitive to ask them to go with, but all right.
They're like, we could heal you even more. We could find an actual place to heal them up to perfect. This is the start of a new beginning for you four. You could have an actual home and a place to live out the rest of your days. This is...
That's
You can
quite
get out of
rude.
this shitty, smelly, dark cave. It'll be awesome. Outside is great.
This has been our home since we were born. You're insensitive and rude.
I'm sorry. I mean...
Sorry. I mean, if you don't want to see better, I mean, well, maybe I shouldn't say
Other.
better. If you other, yes, thank you, Silus. Other things, then you can stay here, I guess. But
Let's
it's an option.
Let's see this supposed way out.
So Silus will just lead the whole little Cub Scout troop that he's acquired.
Yes. Okay. And you go through that like back of the treasure room.
Yep.
Okay, so you end up in another room. And funnily enough, this room, you can look through it, and it's not the longest. It's a long hallway, but it's perfectly straight almost. And Nexoria and Paprika, this room with the exit, you look straight across and you can see the fake wall that you guys went through that long hallway. This room right here is right next to the room where you found that direwolf pup, and there's just a big hole. And in this room, what you see is there's no blood here. And there's a few of those small little carved circles, but the exit to this place is one of those, it's just that carved sphere is so massive it went through the side of the mountain. Like all these like the first room you went to had a pretty large sphere in it that was like dug out of the rock. Pretty big, like probably like 2 to 3 times the height of any of you. Like pretty tall. But most of them you've seen have been like, you could put your like hand in it and that's about it. They're not large. This one is probably like 4 or 5 times the height of Silus.
Can I just say, Silus is smugly drinking that juice box.
So this hole, though, it's like it matches the carving of everything else that you found here. You guys want to head on out then?
Can we go now?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Silus just smiles and just looks to the kobolds and is just like, bullcrap, huh? And walks out.
The kobolds look out and see that it's daytime and say, you know what? We'll take you up on this, but we can't go right now.
He smiles and just says, we left torches on each of the rooms you need to follow, so just follow that path when night comes. We'll meet up with you if we can. If not, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah,
Pleasure
you
to meet
seem
you
like
as well,
nice people.
I think. That one still scares me and points at Nexoria.
He looks and just goes, he looks over and just goes, she scares all of them.
We'll meet again faster than the dretch sits back down.
So
You have my
you guys
sincere
walk out.
apology.
Yep.
It's a forested area, and that like kind of like sphere like dug into the dirt outside a little bit, and it's like you don't have to necessarily climb up, but it's like a little steep, and then it's just like this big forest area. And you walk down this forest for a little while, and after a little bit, you see 8 goblins,
Oh.
and there's 6 that are a little younger, a little riper. They got their weapons. Everything's there. There's these 2 older ones, though. One's a woman who has, like, this whip and these hand axes, and she looks like she is ticked off beyond all imagination. And there's a really old goblin man with a staff that's just slowly walking. Kind of unaware. What do you guys do?
They're goblins. No! He's, like, immediately response was like,
So, wait, what do you guys do?
I I'm covering her mouth. He just goes, maybe it'd be best to sort of stay out the way.
You all chose the domestic route.
So you guys are probably about like 90 to 100 feet away from them. And you see that old goblin kind of like lift up. He has like a cloak on or something like that. He kind of looks up and goes, people. And he breaks into a dead sprint after you guys.
Oh, come on.
He's there in a few seconds screaming his head off.
How
How
can he run that fast? He's old. I don't believe he's that old.
He's
Hello,
in a dead
sir.
sprint.
It's nice to meet you.
Hey,
Are you guys staying right there?
Silas is going to hold the.
Does not move.
Yeah.
Silas is going to hold the greatsword, the longsword out, not like semi-threateningly, but just goes, all right. Look, I don't want to fight you, but if state your purpose for charging us, we're just passing through.
She's just gonna hold out a cookie.
Okay, so
Take her cookie,
sprinting
not
up.
the sword.
You guys have gotten into this pose. Silas, you probably started yelling this to him, like, state what you're doing or else I will. And like, you just hear him yelling, it's so nice to be able to see some old people, so our city of Reka has needed people for a very long time. We're very scared. There's dire wolves that continuously attack us. And we don't really know what to do. Can you guys please come back and help us?
Sword drops. He just goes, they chose the cookie.
Oh.
Huh?
Sure, of course. Anything to help, other
Thank you
small
so
people.
much. He's like grabbing his back right now, and you see like the old woman come on up. Just like she kind of broke into a jog when she realized like the back happened.
Yeah.
Gorbindin, didn't I tell you that you need to be a little more careful in your old age? What is wrong with you?
Do you need some pomade? I have some homemade.
Don't give him anything. He needs to learn his lesson. He's been doing this for 15 years. You can't run like that anymore, old man.
Oof.
And he looks up at her and goes, Gargraba, one day I'll listen to you, honey.
Silas looks over at Peony and just goes, God, why do I feel someday? Why is that guy just in complimation of today? That is like today in a sentence. Someday people are going to listen to reason, but not today.
So,
agreed.
You guys just follow them back to the village?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. They chose the cookie.
They chose the cookie.
You guys get kind of back to it, and I'm going to just like describe it a little bit, and then you guys, if you want, you can investigate it a little more.
Okay.
It's okay. So there's like very, very like loose walls. Like they're not tall. It's kind of just, it's more like boundary markers made of like logs and a little bit of stone and stuff like that. And it's a little bit circular. Like it's a lot of straight edges, but it's almost like a circle. It's not very large.
All these squares make a circle.
And the path you guys are on kind of goes straight through the village a little bit. And on your one side, you see like it's just like the forest is all there, but like that you're walking through, but it kind of stops as you get up to this village. On the other side, it's just a big grass hill. And in the village, you see like there's like a few like loose, like it's like you see these like houses. I think they're houses, because like it's loose tent almost structure. Like there's like pig skin for walls, basically. Like it's almost like they're just living in like tents. They're all fairly like there's a few large ones. There's one that's like a little smaller off to the side.
Okay.
There's one building there that's like it's made out of wood. It's actually made out of wood, and it's like it doesn't look good, but compared to everything else, like it looks really impressive, kind of.
Okay.
There's one building out back that's like very small, but outside you see like there's a few like blacksmithing tools over there. There's a lot, and in the center there's like actual center, then a little bit to the side of the center. A little bit to the side is like this very large bonfire area. It looks like, and you're like, there's like a stake basically going across it. Like, okay, that's where they cook food. And in the center is like, okay, there's that wood building that looks like really nice. In the center though, there's like this like elegant little like area, tiny little thing, wooden, has like cloth hanging down on a couple of the sides, looks really nice. And Gorbindin,
these names.
Gorbindin, the little goblin that is very old that ran up to you is kind of just explains to you. So, for the past 2 months, dire wolves have attacked every full moon, which is coming up in just a few days. And we're very fortunate because around the time they started to attack, our god showed up here. And he just wandered in one day and he's been protecting us. But the thing is that he gets very, very tired very quickly. And,
Wait.
well, what?
Who is your god?
Your god.
Yes,
Your god
he lives in town.
Your god came to Earth. He ascended from the astral plane, came to Earth, and lives with you. May I
Yes.
see him? Can he bless me with powers?
You need to calm down for a moment.
I've already blessed you. You don't need another blessing.
You need to bless her again. She needs more blessings.
I'm really sorry to laugh, but that was funny.
Do you consent to the blessing?
He's currently asleep right now. He needs his rest. He gets very tired after he works hard.
What's his
protect
name?
our village, and we don't know if he's going to wake back up. First
Wow.
time we protected our village, there was only like maybe a few of the direwolves showed up, maybe 5 of them. And we were very nervous to be able to take on 5 direwolves, but he took care of them single-handedly and sent them all running back. And he was asleep after that for about 2 weeks, and then this past time there was even more, and he's been asleep for 3 weeks, and we're worried he won't wake up in time for the battle that's going to be coming in just a few days. We were hoping that we would find someone. We knew that the people, the kingdoms,
You could say that, yeah.
they send people out, and they come from that cave occasionally. So we were hoping that someone would be coming around this time, and we're just so grateful you guys came.
Well, we're happy to be of service to your town.
We really do appreciate that. You guys want to look around at anything? Inspect anything?
Silus wants to just do a scan. I think he has a... Does he have a notepad? I feel like he should.
Probably. If you guys all want to just make perception checks real quick and just write them in the chat.
Yeah, I have a pouch with a quill and all that stuff. So
yeah,
I think he's taking notes of the town structure. Because if there's a fight coming, he knows that it's best to have as much information necessary.
So if you guys give me like perception checks or investigation, whichever one you want to use.
I'm just gonna tell you straight off. Nexoria has her eyes closed.
What did she roll? What did she roll?
One.
Oh, okay. What do you want to investigate? This is very important to me.
What is there to investigate?
Like, there's all the buildings, there's the walls, there's the center structure, there's the bonfire. Whatever you want to look at, tell me.
Yo!
Hang on, this is important. We're dealing with Nexoria right now. Nexoria, what do you want to look at? There's the hill. There's a nice big hill. Forest. What do you want to look at?
Maybe the buildings?
Like the houses?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay, so as you pass by one of the houses, you see, peek around the corner, this like large green figure with a shell on its back, and it has a bandana with eye holes and a staff on its back, and it starts cartwheeling out of the village, and you feel inclined to chase it.
Nexoria does so. She chases after it as fast as she can.
All right. The rest of you see Nexoria randomly chasing after a barrel that just went down the road. She thinks she saw a ninja turtle, but it was just a barrel.
I mean,
Put that on
that
a t-shirt.
I'm so confused.
She rolled a nat 1 on her investigation, so she thought she saw like this person running off that looked suspicious.
Oh, okay. But actually, it's a barrel.
Like, that shell, that was a turtle man running. And in reality, it was just a barrel that she just didn't get a good look at, and she's chasing.
Okay. I got a
fugitive at law.
I got a 13.
And what do you want to look at, Peony?
I want to see if they have any kind of like shrines or anything, like any kind of like offerings left out to this. I want to try to figure out like what this god is.
Yeah, at the center, you can see from a little ways off, there's like a little box, and there's like, you can tell the village is very poor, so it's like, there's like 2 semi-nice gemstones in there, and then like a lot of like, I guess that's a nice rock, but it's literally just a rock.
Okay.
I will say that Silus kind of had the same deal. Like he said, he wants to document as much as possible. So he's gonna just walk up to Peony looking at the shrines and just be, okay. He's like flipping through a book because one of the things I get to keep is a book of subject of current study, and I think he was studying like the world at large. So he probably has like a book of like the list of pantheons, like a field guide to this universe.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
yeah. So you look at this shrine. What'd you roll, by the way?
Natural 20.
Okay, so you look at this. You go through your entire book in like an instant because you have it basically memorized.
I have an index, like a civilized person. There's an index.
No, you flip through the entire thing right now.
Okay.
You're going through. Nothing matches what you're seeing.
Such a Silus thing to say. I have an index like a civilized person. I want to imagine that was in character.
The full book, and there's nothing that matches it.
He looks to Peony. This is not a real god.
Yeah.
Paprika's gonna look over to Gundadrin. Is that his name?
Gorbindin.
She's gonna look over to him and just be like, "Excuse me, what is your god's name?"
Honestly, I'm a little afraid to speak it. He doesn't really like it when we call him by his name, but...
Oh, I'm sorry.
What do you call him by?
Are you still there?
Well, we normally disrespect him when he's awake and just call him by his name. But he should... You know what? If you walk up with me, you'll understand why we call him this. Just come with me. And he like brings you toward like where the shrine is, like he's gesturing to be quiet.
Okay.
Silus nods, but he's taking the...
Yeah, like, and it's basically he's going up to this like he's gonna pull back this like little cloth on the front to show you, so he can explain why they call him by this name. And yeah, if y'all could just make a few like wisdom saving throws.
Oh no!
With them?
Oh no!
Yeah,
Or am
no,
I
you
still
came back.
facing that
You came back.
Oh, good.
That's a dirty 20.
Oh
Nice.
no!
16.
Okay.
I got a 4.
I got a 15.
Dang, you guys all rolled pretty good.
No, I rolled a 4.
Yeah, but I didn't expect 3 of you to pass.
Oh.
Okay, so Peony hits the ground in utter fear and is shaking in her boots, terrified.
Oh no.
Is she wearing boots?
Okay, whatever she's wearing, she's shaking in.
Her weave has been
Apparently
snapped.
the expression is literal right now. The other 3 of you are also terrified, but you're not like flat on your face on the ground panicking. You're like, there's a sense of unease in the air.
Oh yeah, but Silus is like the work of a researcher must continue, and he keeps writing.
Yeah. So
There's
you guys
always
are
a
all
sense
like,
of unease in my heart. I have
Oh
crippling anxiety.
god!
okay,
Oh, god.
in that case, knowing that fact, maybe Paprika hit the deck too.
Okay.
If she's naturally like terrified, she might have like maybe not like prone like she is, like Peony is, but maybe like crouched down a little bit.
She's anxious in nature, so she will absolutely sort of like.
I'm gonna hug her. I'm
She's
gonna
backing
we're
up
gonna
a little
hug
bit.
each
No,
other.
no,
We're
you will
going to
not.
hug each other.
Peony, you will not, because you're on the ground and you're unaware of anything right now. You are.
I think that's what Shay said. I think that's what Shay.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Oh.
Nexoria, even though you don't understand anything in life, you understand that this is scary.
Oh,
Her ears sort of.
All right, great.
Oh.
this is alarming.
And
Is this Silus immediately opened a spot on the hells because
yeah, so you guys are all kind of like freaking out a little bit, and you hear Gorbindin go like, "Oh, well, I guess he's up then. Allow me to introduce you to, and we're really excited to see you guys back here next time. All right, well, this was great, and bye.
Hey.
Oh shit.
That's the end of the episode, guys. Bye.
Ah.
Are you serious?
I am 100% serious.
Ah.
Oh my god!
Oh, now I'm excited.
Way to keep us on the cliff.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm excited
That
now.
is it. That is it.
Hello, yes, it's me, that king from the beginning. I don't believe I mentioned my name. It's nice to meet you. I am King Dorito. Yes, I can't believe that woman called me Taco. I have no idea where that's from. But, no, this was absolutely amazing. Just seeing them go through that cave, and they made it to the little town of Reka with all these goblins and their little god or whatever he is. Isn't that so exciting? Oh my goodness, I'm just so curious. Oh, it's so fascinating. But, well, if you want to find out what's happening next like I do, there's only one way to find out. And that's next week with The Founders of Reka, Episode 2, The Direwolves.